Hello, welcome my beautiful angels. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm so sorry I haven't been posted and for a while again. My father has passed away. There was a lot of things happening, but I'm back and I'm hoping that this time on I'm gonna be able to do it properly and I will be able to post regularly as I really wanted to previously. So today I want to talk about 3 signs that you're settling and also how to take your power back fast and how to level up. So this is a bit difficult subject because a lot of us, we don't even realize that we are settling as such. We just feel it's okay-ish relationship, but it's not as good as we would like to. So we kind of feel maybe he's the one, maybe not, we question ourselves rather than doing step to change it, because sometimes it can be that you are the problem, that you are allowing for things, that you are not doing your own part, but sometimes it's not the right person to be with, and you really need to distinguish which one is it. I did a few mistakes that I wouldn't do now if I can go back to it. So that's why I don't want you to do these mistakes. And after seeing so many friends settling and the family members, I just know that is not right and I don't want you to be in that position. So let's begin, and remember, you're not asking for too much, you're just asking the wrong person. I also have my notes here, I don't want to forget anything, so if I'm gonna look down, you know why. Sign number 1 is that you always explain yourself. Either to yourself, either to other people, to your friends, to your family. You always explain why you're accepting the bare minimum. So it can be anything like, oh, he's just busy this week and he's been busy for the past year or so, but you're still allowing this to happen. Oh, he's just in that stage in his life that he just can't commit right now, but I'm gonna be waiting until he's ready to give me what I want. Or he's not romantic and he's not the man that I really would like him to be, but at least he doesn't cheat on me, or at least he doesn't beat me, or at least, it's just like the bare minimum that the man can do. He will pay for one coffee and then you'll be like, oh yeah, but he's so great and he doesn't do X, Y and Z, but he did that one thing, so he's amazing in your eyes, okay? So we are accepting literally the bare minimum. He's not providing for you, he's not taking you out, he's not cleaning your house, he's not nothing, like he's literally not much in your life, yet you feel like he's your partner for life. You're allowing him to see you on daily basis, you're allowing him to see your friends, your family. You kind of treat yourself like you're not important and you're always at the end of the stick. When you expect a man to be something for you, when you expect other people to act in certain ways, you need to teach them what you like and what you don't like. And if the man will not rise to your standard, then you leave. You go. You have other people to choose from, you have other men, you have your options, and you clearly say that you will not tolerate the bare minimum. It's so easy, yet it's so complicated. And believe me, I've been there. I've done all sorts of mistakes that you can probably think of. And now I know, I see the clear signs from people when the way they speak, the way they're trying to tell me what went wrong, and the way women try to explain their partners to me. I just know it's off, okay? I just know it. Because you can tolerate a man that can be so lazy, he won't take you out anywhere, he won't provide for you, he won't do shit around the house, yet next time, let's say you separate and you see him with another woman, he's gonna do all of that for her. Why? Because she will not tolerate anything less. And if he doesn't want to do it, he's not gonna be in a relationship. Maybe he doesn't want to be in one, okay? Maybe he's not ready to be in a relationship. You need to say what you want, and then the right man will rise to your standards. But what you're doing at the moment, you have your expectations, you're absolutely great, perfect catch and match, and you just found a man who did that much for you, and you just kind of accepted him for that, and it ended. Nothing else is happening. You don't see your future with him, or maybe you try to visualize your future, you try to see how great he is, but he's just not that person. He's not talking about the future with you, he's not even thinking about that, or only thing that he thinks about is himself. If you don't see from a man that he has a plan for your future, that he has a plan and he wants to include you in that plan, it's not just his plan, what he's gonna do on his own, that's the clear sign that he wants you, he trusts you, he wants you to be part of his life. Begging for love isn't cute. It's the trauma response that you need to deal with as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're always going to end up in that hole again and again. And man after man, one after another, you're going to attract absolutely the same thing. Maybe in different skin, he's going to have different hair or different smell or whatever, but he's going to show you the same things that you need to learn from your past experience. And how you also know that you're settling? Clearly, you ask yourself, does he likes me? You ask your friends, what do you think? Does he likes me? Or maybe not, maybe I'm not good for him, maybe this, maybe that. Stop asking all those stupid questions, okay? Stop asking these questions. I just feel like something happened to us, and back in the days when you've been chased for, when you can choose different guys and the guy had to prove his worth to you, now it's all the way around. You proving your worth, you proving yourself. You need to take him out. You need to make sure you are sweet, you are loving, you are this, you're looking great. You just try to audition. It's like you going for a movie audition and you acting because you really want to get that part, you really want to get that role, without even asking yourself, is he the right person for me? Is he gonna protect, provide, love, cherish me? Is he gonna be all of that? Because sister, if you need to Google whether he likes you or not, then he doesn't. Because if you would be in the place when he is everything for you, you never ask yourself that question whether he likes you or not. You know that he cherishes you. You know that he will do anything for you because you are the one. He's gonna show it to you. He's gonna be very consistent. He's gonna provide. He's gonna protect you. He's gonna make sure that you are looked after and all your problems will be taken care of. That's how the true relationship is. But because a lot of us, we don't see that. We just see some friends, we just see single mothers, we see broken families, we see people who are not good for the relationships. We just feel like this is how it has to be. So we're not really trying to change it, but we have to change it because the true relationship is so beautiful, so fulfilling, and so full of love and passion. Of course, there are moments that it's not like this. But if you only have about 10-20% of worst moments that you still need, you still need those moments because that's how you can grow to the next one. And that's how you can grow and be the better person, the better version of yourself. So let's say that in your case, it's like 80-90% of the worst situation and you only been given that 5-10% of something good and something really sweet and beautiful. You don't know what the true love is. You don't know what the relationship is. And please don't forget that love is not something that you just find on the street. It's not like you know somebody for 2 minutes, especially not, it shouldn't be like this for us. Women, we grow in love. When we've been taken care of, provided, protected, loved, cherished, all of those things, then we grow in love. That's what real love is. The love grows in women, okay? The love is growing. It's after all the experience that he's providing for you every single day. That's when you know you're growing in love because he is looking after you. When he doesn't, when he's just your boyfriend, and he just see you once a week, you know, maybe he drives 5 minutes and you're like, oh, he's so sweet, he drove to me. Come on, my husband been driving an hour each way, there and back, there and back. He would pick me up, take me there, drop, come back. You know, like, we talked about miles and miles. When you have to do this, when you have to drive to him, when you have to ask him when we're going to see each other, when you're questioning everything about the relationship, he's not the one. So stop looking into the wrong places. Please. Sign number 2 is that you feel lonely even when you are together. And sometimes it can be the clear sign that you are not used to being alone. You just look for that connection with other people, but you don't have connection with yourself. But sometimes you're just not with the right person because he can sit next to you and you can feel lonely as fuck. And you can be just lonely. When he doesn't initiate the conversation, when he doesn't ask you the simple or maybe more difficult questions but important ones, how was your day? How are you feeling? What do you think about this? Where are we gonna go next? What do you think about this? What are your goals? What are your dreams? How do you see us? Do you like that person? What do you think about this? Anything, he will try to engage with you as much as possible. Of course, some men are more talkative than the others, but I've noticed 10,000 times, okay, that men that never talked, when they are with bigger groups, they can really nicely open when they are with you, because you are the safe place. So they will chat, they will talk about themselves. When you are being open and honest, they're gonna ask you questions as well. So this is how it is. When you sit next to him and you feel lonely, that's really not a good sign, because emotional intimacy matters. It matters a lot. And his consistency, and when you feel that his energy is going towards you, it's not like you pushing. You have to ask, you have to be everything and everyone for him, yet he doesn't deliver even the bare minimum. He's not the one. He's not the one, and stop settling for that. When he says he's gonna be there and he's not, when he said he will call you and he won't, when he said he will take you out and he just forgets, and you have to ask him what happened, why you didn't come, why you didn't pick me up. When you feel confused, honestly, let him go and let him confuse everybody else, but not you. Because you should have your own priorities, you should value your own time. And honestly, if a man would do that to me, I don't think that ever happened, but if that would happen, let's say he made plans or we made plans and he didn't show up or he didn't pick me up or whatever, and he's not letting me know what's happening, because maybe it's an actual emergency, I get that. But if he wouldn't do it, then I wouldn't even text him. I would just block him, okay? Unless this is emergency and your mom wasn't feeling very well, you have to go to the hospital, you forgot about the whole world, fine, I get it. But let's stop explaining those motherfuckers to other people, because it's not right. When the man uses you, you need to start seeing this and move on. A true woman doesn't chase. She never chases anything, and she wouldn't chase a man. She attracts, she aligns and elevates. She doesn't argue with people, and especially men, unless you're in a long relationship and you need to argue, that's fine. But if this is just a, 2 weekends relationship, so you just, or if this is just like you've known him for a few weeks and you're already arguing about why you didn't do this, why you didn't pick me up, why you're not calling, why you not the right behavior, girl. Don't argue with anyone. Change the room, change the situation, change the man. Block and delete. And sign number 3, the worst one that I've seen, and I also been there as well, when you shrink yourself for him and you change yourself for him. No. Stop doing this. When you're downgrading your needs, you stop talking about what you want, what you need, you're actually stop listening to yourself, and you are downvalue yourself in your own eyes. Forget about him. Like, he can see that. Men can see us clearly. We women think that we are so smart, but men can read us in a second. We've been designed like this. It's our DNA, and ancestor knew this. We can be very smart, and sometimes we feel like men don't know what we're doing, but they know, okay? Sometimes they don't talk about it because they love you. They want to be that man for you. They want to provide the whole world, so they wouldn't make a comment about that. But men know when you're lying, when you're not feeling well, when you have your best day, when you're happy, when you're not. Like my husband, sometimes he knows that I'm not well before I even know this. He's like, what's wrong? I said, well, what do you mean what's wrong? It's fine. Now I can see you're not fine. He knows my moods. And the worst thing is when you start walking on eggshells to avoid pushing him away. So you're actually reverting everything, and you're doing everything the wrong way. You're being more apologetic, you're being more giving, you're being more comforting, you are more of everything, because he is not the one. Because for the right person, you wouldn't lower your values. You would never do that. You bring your values so much up, okay? Your standards are so high that no man can reach it. And only that one person who's gonna do everything right, or most of the things right from your love list, he's gonna get to that top level. So let's say you need this. You need to be romanced, you need to be provided for, you need to be looked after, you need to be cherished. You want him to respect you. okay? Let's say that's you, and somebody else comes here, and he's like, oh, I give you just that, and that's it. So you're like, okay, I'm not getting what I want, I'm coming down. And it's like, you know, maybe give you just a bit more because he doesn't want to completely lose you. But you're like, oh, okay. So now you're here. You should be here. You're there. He is not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's not doing what you truly want. So you changing yourself. You stop respecting yourself. You stop valuing yourself because you know you should be here. And you start arguing. You start nagging. You start talking to your friends about him, like he is on your tongue all the time. You always gonna think about him, you speak about him. You being traumatized, girl, because this is not your life, okay? If he doesn't deliver the standards that you want, you leave. You're not coming down, you just leave, okay? Or let him be here, you leave. You go somewhere else. And then the next man comes, you say what you want. If he doesn't deliver, let him go again. But what happens is we are lowering your standards, and you're like, oh, he's not really that what I really want, but he's okay-ish, you know. At least I have a man, at least I have a boyfriend, at least I'm in a relationship. You see that everywhere around you, and you think this is right, but it's not. Because the more you heal, the quicker you see the nonsense in other people. I pretty much always knew what I wanted. I just didn't always have this standards, okay? So sometimes I wouldn't say something even if it was bothered me, or I wouldn't, you know, we would go out, he would do something and I just wouldn't. I would go on the next day and the next day because I wanted to be like nice and whatever, but it shouldn't even happen, okay? So when I quit that and I was like, no nonsense dating, it's on this time. When I truly didn't like something, I wouldn't come for next day. I really want you to understand that high standards doesn't scare men who are lions. They love high standard. They truly want to see it, and they will test your boundaries. They will test your standards. Okay, like it's into our DNA. It's in our body, and men love doing this. Even great value men, they always gonna check you. They're always gonna check your standards. Like it's just the nature, and we women, we do it too. So let's say, for example, you have a hobby and you just love running or walking or going on a yacht, or I don't know, like riding a horse. I play volleyball, and let's say that he knows that on Wednesday you go and play volleyball. Yet he's like, oh, should we go out on Wednesday? I have this great date book or whatever. I have this great thing booked for you. And you're like, oh, that's sweet, okay, I love that you're thinking about me and I love that you did it, but unfortunately I have my volleyball on Wednesdays and I have to go. And he's like, what? Oh, I thought you want me, or I thought I'm important for you. You're not. Like, stop that argument straight away, okay? And you just say, I do value you, I do value your time, but you also know on Wednesday I have my volleyball and I'm not changing that for anyone. You do this once, maybe he's gonna try it twice and that's it. He knows you're not gonna change. You're not gonna change your standards, you're not gonna blink an eye when he's gonna be walking, shouting and being like, oh, but I've done this and this for you. So what? I have my volleyball. I'm sorry. I'm going. Don't change your calendar for him. Don't change your standards. Like, be you. Okay? Live your own life and let the right man to come into the right time. And he's gonna make sure that he will allocate that time based on your calendar. Or maybe you're both very busy and you're gonna just he's gonna try to really navigate about that and around this whole calendar thing. He will always be available when you are, because he knows you are busy. And you're not pretending, you're not playing games, you are. Because love doesn't require you to shrink, okay? You should open up, you should expand, you should extend when you are with the right person. You really want to see him, he really wants to see you. And that's something that is just right and it feels okay. And one thing I would never do, I wouldn't change for a man. We do this naturally without him even asking you to do it, you just do it. When I see the relationship and or you're just trying to get the guy for some reason and he's like, oh, I like blonde. And the next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna go to a hairdresser or do it at home and you're gonna be blonde, he will know that you don't have self-respect. You don't have your own high standards. Of course, like if you wanted to be blonde anyway and that was your plan and he just said it, then that's fine. You do what you want, okay? Because if my husband would now say, oh, I like the girls with short hair, great. I'm not that one, you know, I like my hair being long for now. So raise your standards and become your best self for the right person. And how to do it? Let me tell you. So what you're gonna do right now, take the piece of paper and write everything that you want in a man, okay? My list was about 50 or 60 points. And it wasn't about his eye color or it wasn't about anything that small. It was big things, okay? I want this. I want him to provide. I want him to be always on time. I want him to be a punctual person. I want him to be a great family person, okay? Like, put everything on a piece of paper and stick to that. If the man comes and let's say you kind of forgetting about what you wanted and you start lowering your standards, take that piece of paper and be like, out of 50 points, maybe he's 5. Let him go. You know he's not for you. Say it out loud. Say it as many times as you should. Number 2, stop rewarding inconsistency. When he doesn't deliver what he said he will, when he's texting every now and then and it's very inconsistent, and out of the blue he's like, hey, you want to grab a coffee and go to the park with me, or hey, you want to do Netflix and chill, you're like, you know, you're not rewarding this because this is not what you want. You can clearly say, I'm sorry, I'm busy, or I'm sorry, I prefer when somebody's letting me know in advance. Every time when you stay after the broken promise, your standards get ruined. When he promised, he doesn't deliver, you stay, you're proving that you're not consistent as well, and you're also proving that you don't value yourself. How you want anybody else to value if you don't do this? So you don't raise your value just by proving that you're a patient person and you're gonna tolerate everything, and it doesn't matter because we are in love, it doesn't matter that he cheated on me, it doesn't matter that he did that one bad thing, oh, it just doesn't matter. Because you keep explaining him, stop. Don't raise your value by being patient, you raise it by walking away. If it's not right, you walk away. This is your power by walking away, by proving that he's not for you, by proving him that if he doesn't gonna raise his values and his standards, and when he doesn't gonna raise everything, you're just gone. Bye-bye. The bare minimum isn't romantic. It's insulting. It's insulting. If a man is taking you on one date and you're already saying to your friends how amazing he is and look what he did and whatnot, and the next thing you know, he's asking you to chill with him on the sofa, and then, you know, he has all the access for you in 2 weeks' time. This is not great. One of my friends, I'm sorry, I have to say that, but one of my long gone friends, like a person that I knew really, she would date all those guys, and she would sleep with them after 2 or 3 weeks. And then she would be like, you know what, every single time when they come to me, they just want to sleep with me. Why is that? Why they don't want to talk to me? I'm like, because you're allowing this, okay? Because you are allowing him to treat you in that way. So why we are being so surprised? Why are we being so surprised when the man doesn't deliver if we allow him to do that to us? And step number 3 is become a person who wouldn't settle. Never, ever, ever. Just don't settle. Don't cry over the breadcrumbs that you're getting. Don't chase. When he does something that is just really out of the line and really not right, say to him, thank you so much for showing me you're not for me. Or say to yourself that rubbish took themselves out. Lovely, okay? Stop crying over the men that won't deliver. Stop crying over someone who wasn't there anyway. You were paying for yourself, you were living by yourself, you were looking for everybody by yourself. He was just there, and you were just there for him just in case, because he didn't have anybody else. Let's not pretend. And of course, I'm not saying that you are wrong, or he is wrong, or he is the bad person, or you are the bad person. It's just that if you're not gonna put yourself first, and if you're not gonna say, I want A, B, C, X, and Z, he will not know. If he won't know, he wouldn't give it to you. That's not his fault, that's on you. If you tell him consistently what you want and he's not delivering, then that's on him. But it's also on you because you're allowing him to stay. Remember that you have all the power, okay? Women hold all the power in the world and we can choose. In the history, women always choose. The man has to prove themselves to a woman. He has to go through hoops. He has to go from hoops and hops or whatever they say, and he will do anything. The right man, he will move the mountain just to be with you. Yet, you're making everything so easy for him. Start making something difficult, okay? Don't give your number away. Simple. Let him find you. Let him think that you are not easy. Don't ask him to come to your house after 1 week of seeing one another. Don't allow him to have access to you. Meet his friends and family before you're gonna do anything with him. Be present. Stop asking wrong questions and start asking the right questions. That's all the things that you need to do. And that's a great start. And stop auditing for a role in a man's life. You are the director. You are the leader. And if you are the right person for him, he will go with you anywhere and everywhere. I hope that helps, and if this truly spoken to your heart, then please subscribe, like and comment what you think about that and whether you have similar experience. Love you. Bye bye.